Grand Rising. I know all over the internet you've been seeing Druski making fun of the Hebrew Israelites. I'm gonna play a little short clip so you guys can check out, but it's kind of funny how you guys are only using the groups that you've set up. That's exactly what you guys do. You guys set up groups in order to be able to attack weak arguments. You try to make, oversimplify the Hebrew Israelite doctrine as a just black, blackity, black, but you don't go into any depth whatsoever. We don't have to defend ourselves. You have to defend yourselves. You guys have been the ones that have been in power this whole time. You've been the ones that have been raping, robbing, murdering, and stealing everything, and then making up all these fake Christian churches that all they're concerned with is getting forgiveness for all the things your forefathers have done. That is why today you still hold on to a rapture that is not going to happen. All the things you see going on with EBT, Section 8, it's the social breakdown of this economy, of this world. Nobody's getting health insurance. Everyone been treating horribly. Is all under your watch. But see, you try to make fun of the Hebrew Israelite doctrine. You talk about maybe Deuteronomy 28:68 as if there's not other verses that prove who we are. And then you ask for things like DNA. Oh, why ask for DNA? I'm going to go into this later on in my live, but I asked them to show me DNA. Why don't you have the Jewish people show you DNA that shows who they are? Oh, that's illegal. The people who actually run the company make it illegal for Jewish people to actually get DNA tests to prove who they are. But you're going to ask us to do that. Why don't you ask the people you give billions of dollars to every single day? Why don't you ask them to provide a DNA test to prove who they are? Why don't you ask the Native Americans to provide DNA tests? Oh, that's illegal for them too. But you ask us to provide things that the people that you claim are the natives and you claim are the original chosen people, they don't even provide that for you. But you still give them billions of dollars and you just listen to everything that they say. The hypocrisy is really telling. Check out this quick clip. Everybody talking about how accurate Druski's, his whole skit was. Like, really? Okay.
That's right! 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 Receive this word, right man. That's right! That's right! That's right! You celebrate Christmas, don't you, brother? Yes, you do. And it's a white holiday. White holiday! Black is power! Black is power! Black is power! That's right! That's right! That's right! That's right! Black is power! Black is power! Oh, man. Brother, can I speak to you, please, brother? Lost another one. Do you feel as if this is right? Yeah, this is my girl, bro. Boys, you need to come join us, bro. That's right. You need to come join us. That's right. That's right. We are not equal. We are. That's right. Our ancestors did not live for this. That's right. Poison. 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 You will not.
So again, the oversimplification. This is what happens when you guys are allowed to set up the groups. You're the one. Oh, first of all, let's just look at your history. When did the scriptures ever say that Gentiles have the authority over the scriptures? Show me exactly where it says that in the Bible. Oh, it's not there, right? You make it sound like Hebrew Israelites is something new, but the actual Israelites were the ones who wrote the Bible. So that predates the Christian church by thousands and thousands of years, right? So who were the original Israelites? Oh, your people were the ones who made it illegal for the Israelites to actually claim to be Israelites. You do know that history, right? In the book of Maccabees, how Antiochus Epiphanes of the Greeks made it illegal for the Israelites to actually follow the laws of the Most High. So this whole thing about following the laws was not something that your church just started making us not do. It's something that has happened from the time of the Greeks. They made it illegal for the Israelites. So what you guys are all trying to say, oh, these guys want us to follow the laws. Oh, we are not under the law. You're right. You are not under the law. The laws were never given to Gentiles. And in the Israelites who it was given to, many of you have turned your back on the Most High and his laws. So therefore, you are a Gentile. And you're going to get the same things that Gentiles get because you made that choice to actually walk away from the covenant that you had with the Most High. So all these people that are making fun, making skits, and talking about, oh, well, we're blackity black. We don't even need to get it. We're going with facts. Your Greeks were the ones who made it illegal for the Israelites to follow their ways. Then they're the ones who changed the image of Yahushai. So again, You guys keep talking about how we changed everything, or we want everything to be black, 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 but you were the ones who actually did make everything white. And that is your history. But see, this is what happens when you set up a group to only go against that particular group, but then you don't talk about anything else. So the Romans did exactly the same thing. They did exactly the same thing. They kept everything white, and they got rid of the so-called, as you call us, black people, Negroes, who were actually the original people in the book. I said, again, this is all predates your Christian churches. All your modern day Christianity is all what? 1900s, 1800s, 2000s. Yeah, that whole doctrine that you guys have. Like I said, again, that is a doctrine made up for Psalms 83. You want a savior. You have to have a savior because of all of the things your forefathers have done, and now all of those evil deeds are now having to be paid for, and you're the ones that are here. So you can try to oversimplify by making skits and things like that, and Deuteronomy 2868, and then you ask people for a DNA test. But again, you won't. Who runs the DNA companies? And why won't the Jewish people take DNA tests? Why is it illegal for Jewish people to take DNA tests? I mean, we can all get rid of this whole argument about who are the true chosen people. Have them take DNA tests. Have them prove who they are. But see, nobody does that. So you guys just believe whatever your pastors say. And the pastors have already gotten you guys into a huge predicament. You're in a huge dilemma, because you don't know the scriptures. I said, so again, the Greeks were the ones who did this. They started it. They had an inquisition. They killed the Most High's chosen people. They cut them off from being a nation. They cut them off from following their laws. So you guys saying things like, oh, we're not under the law. Jesus came and fulfilled the law. Again, that had nothing to do with you. You guys were never under the law. So whatever Yahweh or Jesus you call him came to do had nothing to do with you. So you thinking that Jesus came and died so that you could, rape little boys as priests and have pontifical secret to hide it? You could rape nuns. You can impregnate nuns and make them have babies and then kill them and bury them in septic tanks. You can go to other nations and rape, rob, murder, and steal those people as well and do whatever you wanted to them and their lands and their resources. You thought that's what Jesus came and died for. And you just make skits. That's why you make a skit, because you're trying to make it funny. The fact that you can't actually come with any proof, any receipts to prove myself wrong. You can't prove anything that I'm saying wrong. The Bible has nothing to do with Gentiles. And you guys are still waiting for a rapture. You're still waiting for an Antichrist when you have been Antichrist. You who do not follow the Most High and go against his people are all Antichrists. And if that's not true, prove me wrong. You've been wrong about absolutely everything. I said that's why you guys try to make fun and make skits, because when you actually get into the meat of things and you really study, you can't hold a candle to what I'm bringing right here. You can't prove me wrong. All you can do is try to make skits, make things funny, talk about black pride, and say, oh, it's the same as Christianity. Oh, really? Did black people rape, rob, murder, and steal the whole world? Did we do that? Because you keep trying to make these false equivalencies that black people and then these groups are exactly the same as the white church. The white church has hidden everything. They had inquisitions that went worldwide and destroyed the Most High's chosen people. Did black people do that? Did we make laws against white people? Have we encumbered or hindered them from doing anything in this world? No. Do we make laws to put them at the bottom? No. Did black people make up the whole doctrine that you guys follow today? No. Did we have any hands in any of that? No. So to keep saying that we are the same as with these white churches is an absolute false equivalency. And you're doing that because you know you're guilty. Just like, the people be talking about how we're the worst criminals, we're the worst this, we're the worst child molesters, we're the worst rapists, when in actuality, it's all been you this whole time. But that's okay, because it doesn't matter, because as you can see, the world is falling apart. And there's nothing that you can do to stop it. So you can make all the funny clips you want and have everybody come out here and say, oh, that was spot on. That was 100% real. Really? I said, why don't you check out the scriptures that IUIC brings out? Why don't you bring out the scriptures that we bring out? Why don't you prove, Revelation 6 and 8 wrong? I told you about the fourth part. That's here in America. That was the last prophecy. Those were the 10 toes of the book of Daniel. You won't touch that, but you'll make a skit and try to make fun of a group that you've set up. But again, we're the Hebrew Israelites, I said, is much more than just these little camps that you've set up. And now we're the monster that you cannot control anymore. Shalom.